Hi Libra, welcome to the channel. Welcome to your weekly energy check-in for all things Libra. Everything you need to know about me is below in the description of the video. So when I was doing your pre-shuffle, the bottom of the deck was the High Priestess. Let me see. It's the High Priestess. So um, she's all about using your intuition, um, keeping secrets, purity, divine information from the third D and above. Okay, she can also represent someone with gifts and abilities like tarot readers and people that do healing and just have sixth sense abilities. So let's see if it continues to mean anything for you. What is collective no? Let's see. Libra collective. You got some high power stuff going on, Libra. So, bottom of the deck is the Emperor. So, the Emperor is the divine masculine in energy in the twin flame journey. He's in the embodiment of all the kings. So, the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the King of Cups. He represents leadership, stability, authority. He represents being a father or fatherhood. So, this is the grounding energy. So, let's see what you have to know this week. What's in the outcome? This is your outcome. And not for nothing, we're just going to do it a little bit backwards today. Your goal is the moon. So, the moon is also intuition. And the moon and the high priestess are both Pisces cards. Okay. So, really, your outcome, like if your goal is the moon, which is to use your intuition and go step by step, muddling your way through some stuff, um, the high priestess is saying, you know what to do. So, um, this can also mean using your intuition about a person like this, or, you know, using your own abilities, things like that. So it's high intuition coming at you. And so what she's saying is, even if you're scared, frightened, you're not really sure, it's your goal to use your intuition, and you're just kind of scared, muddling your way through it, not really sure. She's saying, you know, you know. Okay. So that's really cool. Um, so your overall current energy is the Strength card, and the Strength card is a Leo card, obviously. Um, so the Strength card is all about inner strength. It is about facing your issues and your problems, your life things. I get this card a lot when I have to suck something up and just kind of take it for the team. So you're kind of in that kind of a space where you're basically handling stuff like the lady taming the beast with a harp. Um, your difficulty is the Ace of Cups. So a lot of times when it's in your difficulties, it's unrequited love or love that wasn't returned. It can also be, especially with you having to use your inner strength, it's just that you're working from an empty cup. You're working from a depleted heart space, a depleted intuition space, with intuition being your biggest goal. So, healing your heart chakra and doing heart chakra meditations and things, um, like wearing green, eating green foods, eating pure, unprocessed things, doing guided meditations you can find on any music source you use or YouTube for your heart chakra. Because anything you want to manifest comes from the heart. Nothing manifests in a divine way without it coming from your heart. So do what you can to heal that heart chakra and fill your cup, baby. Um, in the past, you're leaving something behind. So the Eight of Cups means it's abandoning, leaving something behind, putting something behind you to go on to something better. It's like you just get overwhelmed, like all these cups, and you're like, I gotta go. So that is in your past. You have let something go, you're moving on, got overwhelmed. Um, Also in the past was the Wheel of Fortune. So in doing that, you helped turn the tables and changed your destiny a little bit, and you worked with the divine. So based on whatever this was that you let go, the divine came in and was like, whoop, we're going to change things around for the better for you. Okay. So your goals are the moon. We've already gone through this using your intuition, even though you might be frightened, and just muddle through it step by step, beat by beat. In the near future, you have a new beginning. So I told you that it was a change for the better. Both these cards are an indicator of luck. So if you want to go buy a lottery ticket, go. So new beginning, whether this is a relationship or a business. Pentacles, and this is the Ace of Pentacles, are all about stability. So whether it's a loyal, stable, and committed relationship, which with this guy it would be, especially in the upright. If he's in the upright, yes. Reversed, personality disorder of every suit. So, but they are luck. So, loyal, stable, and committed relationship, or a seed being planted to become fertile for something abundant, like an investment or a new job or something of that nature. The energy you see yourself in is in the Nine of Wands. So, it's the wounded warrior, kind of one thing happening after another, having your guard up, beginning to go again. I associate the song, I get knocked down, but I get up again. That's him. That's this guy. Friends, family, co-workers, they see you going through, I'm going with a spiritual awakening on this one, with the High Priestess being here, the moon, the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Ace of Cups being your difficulties. So friends, family, coworkers just see you like getting the niggle from God, right? Like God's going, yoo-hoo, wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. This is for real. So some sort of spiritual awakening, divine intervention, karma's playing out, and just everybody is kind of watching. your guidance is to work with a group work together to build something. I usually get this card when I'm working with when I've had to work with attorneys and things like that on divorce cases and what have you. So custody cases, things like that. So um, this is that kind of a card where you're working in a group with people and you're creating something and you're building something and you're making plans. So your guidance is to do this, and usually the guidance is it'll only be successful doing group work. Similar thing. So whatever you're investing in, whether it's a business partnership or an investment opportunity or a new job, it is going to be most successful and most productive and most flourishing working in a group. And the outcome is the high priestess. So when she's in the outcome, it means more will be revealed to you. However, you already know the answer. Whatever it is you're seeking and you have a question on, you already know. You already know. Okay. Especially if you have abilities, or the outcome is like, hey, tarot reader, what did the tarot reader tell you? What did the psychic ability person tell you? Use your intuition. You already know. So I think in this instance, it's like to have a new beginning, it's going to require building from the ground up, something new, working with group work, and to heed the call, whatever this is. Like there's so much stuff, like this divine timing and a spiritual awakening, and Archangel Gabriel blowing his horn, and fate spinning the wheel, two intuitive cards. This is a big deal. Okay. And it's a big deal in regard to like a father or an authority or something of that nature. Okay. Wow. This is big, by the way. So if you're not paying attention, if you don't understand how big this is, or that you're going through something and it's like you're grappling it. I'm trying. These karmas are killing me. And okay? If you don't know, then you're not paying attention, and some serious self-reflection is required at this time, okay? So we're gonna get the truth deck, but I think we should do Monology first, because this is definitely not a partnership reading or a love reading. Each spirit, what must so with me here, the overall advice for Libra this week. Bottom of the deck. Don't let your past hold you back. And South Node. So definitely don't let your whole past hold you back. This is such a funny card because I feel like I get it all the time for you, Libra, and I I desire to go into explaining the North and South Node because my node is in Libra. And so that is what drives you. That is what your purpose here on this Earth School is all about. And so mine, with it being in Libra, is about what's right, true, fair, and just. Okay. So that is not going to change whether I'm in my North Node or my South Node. However, with it being in Libra, it changes how diplomatic I am with handling that situation, right? When I'm in my North Node, which is being of the light, I'm going to be kind, diplomatic, possibly unemotional, maybe nurturing when I'm walking someone through what is actually right, true, fair, and just. However, because I have a high intuition IQ, right? High emotional IQ, and I'm actually kind of clever. If I travel to my South Node, it doesn't mean I'm going after what isn't right, true, fair, and just. I'm just not diplomatic about it, right? Like, I'm not going to use a filter. You're going to get the quick and dirty answer that's coming out hot, right? So you might get your name called. You might get your intelligence insulted. There might be some colorful language used, and that's when I'm traveling to my South Node, which is my shadow aspect, which is what I have to work on in life, right? So, what it's saying is definitely don't let your past hold you back, but don't be traveling into your South Node. And if you want to know what your node is, you can check out your birth chart. There's like free ones online you can get, or reach out to me. I have a friend that does it. She's going to probably charge you, but you can definitely go online and get equally as great information. Email me if you want to know things. Okay. Uh, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. So, yeah, traveling to your South Node, sometimes that can be pride, right? Shadow aspect of us can be ego and pride. Believe in the impossible, blue moon. You've got a lot of impossible going on already. You got God, Gabriel, the 3D and above, your intuition. It's all here. So just go ahead and believe in the impossible because it's already happening, right? Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. All right. So if you don't travel into your shadow aspect and you keep your ego in check and you believe good things can happen, you're staying on a positive vibe, thinking positive things, operating from your heart space out of love, which is where everything is manifested that's of God, you can expect powerful change. All right. Otherwise, so believe in the impossible, baby. Keep your ego in check. Don't, don't, don't be a. Okay. All right. So, let's get some more advice from the truth deck for you. I almost feel like this is good, and I just want to do the animal, spirit animal, because I love it. All right. Ooh, this is the wrong deck, not the truth deck. This is the soulmate deck, which is not going to assist us here. Truth deck. Right. Let's get what is some overall and significance this time, please, spirit. Some overall and significance. maybe. So just take this card as it's not yet set in stone. It is not a flat yes. It is not a flat no, which is already what it has been telling you. Okay, believing the possible. You know, there's a lot of divine action here at play, and you have to believe and expect that things can change in a positive way. Okay. Not hearing you. Meditate. We've already been talking about this. Assert yourself. So, yeah, take some massive action. Be assertive, but don't, don't, don't be. Okay. Show more respect. It's going right under not hearing you. Okay. So, what'll happen is if you come in all pride, all ego, traveling in your south node, letting pride get in your way, it's gonna fall on deaf ears. Okay. That's so loud in this reading right now on the horizon. So if you meditate and it looks very much like we need to get our heart space filled up, fixed, clear, and in alignment, good things will happen. All right. Meditate on the horizon. Just do it. Even if you think it's weird, you don't have to tell anybody you did it. I won't tell anybody you did it or that you took my advice. All right. New career path. So assert yourself. New career path. So if that pentacle that you want to plant somewhere is on a new career path or a new business venture, just don't forget working with a group of people is going to assist you. At the end of the day, you already know. You already know. And this, might be the person you ask. That's pretty cool. So it's not yet set in stone. It's all up to you. And pretty much it sounds like if you get yourself into alignment and behave properly, and you will behave properly if you meditate and fix your heart chakra and get everything in alignment. All right. I want to let's get you a spirit animal because I love this deck and I want to learn it. And since this isn't a love reading, let's do this. All right. Hey, Spirit, please share with me what was embody this week to be successful. Spirit animal embody this week. A deer. Nice. I haven't seen this one, so we get to learn a new one. So, how sweet are deer? They don't have ego like lions. They're sweet, they're kind, they're gentle. So, while we know that, and we know where deer are, and we know what deer eat, let's see what the creator of the deck says about deer. Okay, so you can screenshot this or pause it or find it on the internet if you want. All right. Dear loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. Let's hold while I show you something that has already come out. Okay. Okay. All right, we'll just hold these two beside each other so that you can be reminded. And you can also Google the High Priestess if you like. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. Ah, so she's really not the High Priestess. She is the Empress. So go Google the Empress, okay? And the Empress is the divine counterpart in the feminine energy to the Emperor. So they are both showing up in your reading today. Okay. So the feminine energy of him. So please Google the Empress. Okay. The deer represents the feminine aspects of the earth energy. The energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates a sense of grace, calm, and calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them toward a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or a celebration of a new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. When in balance, receptive, compassionate, and nurturing, just like the Empress. When out of balance, concerned and protective. To bring back into balance, nature, and spending time with children. We learned something new, so go Google that Empress card. Okay, so that's literally the Empress card showing up, and we have the Emperor. All right, so let's get you one flower therapy card. Family harmony, chrysanthemum. Your loved ones form a strong pillar of support. Embrace their love and put past issues behind you. That's kind of cool. Gemini had a exact same message. Like this was their entire reading in one card. That's why I think these cards and the Miracle deck are so cool, because you can literally pull one card and it's what the entire reading is about. So if you want to screenshot that, go for it. So if this is a family issue, because we definitely see the father coming up and the mother coming up, and something about working together and not having pride and approaching the situation in a respectful and gentle way. And if we're giving from an empty cup, nothing, we're not going to be sweet, right? We're going to be prideful. Okay, it's not going to work. We're going to be operating out of our self node, in our wounds, in our shadow side. And the only way to be successful in this situation is to put yourself in alignment. And meditate has been here so many times. So it really looks like you are really not going to be successfully aligned and in the proper energy to solve, family issues, because you have the mother and the father right here. So there's definitely something going on here with the mother and father, right? And if you want to go check Gemini's reading, the entire reading is saying everything in this card, and pretty much it's the exact same energy. So you got to put crap behind you, and by no means is approaching this situation by breaking your foot off on somebody's a dollar sign is going to work. Your energy will probably be returned right back to you. So just, it's been told to be respectful, be gentle, meditate, get yourself in alignment, put the past behind you, don't operate out of your shadow side, keep your pride in check. That's your advice so far. Okay. All right, so the Miracle deck. So let's get one single overall piece of advice to carry with you throughout the rest of the week, Libra. Share with me single overall and advice for Libra situation throughout. Spirits, one single Libra throughout this week. Serving God. So we'll see what the back of it says, but your tarot is like God. The divine has a big old grip around you, whether you're awakened to that or not. And if you haven't, wakey, eggs and bakey, because the signs have been coming at you. And if you haven't been recognizing the signs, it's time. Like you got to really wake up. Place every opportunity in the hands of God and pray that it be used to serve his purpose, right? So 100%, whatever's going on, do your part, get healthy, eat proper foods. Green leafy foods, green foods in general are going to help your heart chakra. Unprocessed foods are going to assist in clearing and healing your heart chakra. And definitely guided meditations of clearing blockages in your heart chakra, and music to that effect is going to be incredibly helpful to you. Okay. You've got a lot going on, Libra. So that's what I have for you this week, Libra. If you have gotten to the end of this video, I am happy to honor my sale from last week, where you can get a 60-minute tarot reading for $100 US. Please assist YouTube in the algorithm out with your likes, shares, and subscribes. It gets you more Libra readings, and it sends out this very important Libra reading to other Libras, especially with this major awakening going up. There's usually a collective people going through awakenings at a time. And of course, anything I can do for you in the comments and assist you and interact with you, I love doing that. So I will see you next week, Libra. Have a great one.